Okay, so you know how there are always these people in your games where they're just super toxic and you just know that it's a loss despite being only 10 minutes of the game? I know I have. Many times, in fact, in this dangerous biohazard realm we frequently travel to known as ranked. You know, now that I think of it, it would actually make a pretty decent MMORPG background story, with the player being this adventurer going into this deep underground dungeon to mine some minerals and earn some, let's just say, LP right now. But just finding himself being in this horrifying dimension, being attacked by monsters and stuff. I don't really know where I'm going with this. Look, here in League of Legends, a place where even 12-year-old keyboard warriors would come up and defy the logic of mankind while launching some kind of psychic powers to attack your brain cells. It's even more hilarious if you react to those psychic powers. You'll get banned for 2 weeks. I'm pretty sure now you know what I'm talking about. Thanks, Riot Light, I guess. So, just to clarify, I was joking. Getting banned is not fun. I heard you get made fun of being a borderless scrub during next season when everyone around you in loading screen has a diamond border and you're just sitting there with that nice naked frame of your respective team colors. For those who got banned last season, keep working on that border. Go for it. Good luck getting those borders back. Anyways, what I want to do here is give you guys an idea of what I think is the best way to deal with these people and move on while not letting these games tilt you. I think it's very important to know that the chance of getting salty, toxic players is much lower than the games with a team of, let's just say, logical players who are all trying their best to figuring out what is the best way of winning the game. No matter in what elo and ranked you're in, toxic players never take up the majority of the population. What this means is that getting matched with a toxic player and losing the game even before it starts has a much lower chance of occurring than getting a normal team of players. Now, although that doesn't mean you'll win the games, you'll get a normal team, I'm only talking about the chance of getting a toxic team that has the potential of tilting you. It does mean, however, that we can assume now getting matched with a quote-unquote bad team is only by chance, especially since it's nearly impossible to literally solo carry a game. We can just say those situations are bad luck. Now, I'm not saying that an individual player has no impact on the game and your win or loss is based completely pure on chance of whether or not you're going to get a good team. That is an unhealthy ranked mentality, which brings us to the first point. I think the key point I want to get across here is that when you get in ranked, you are not hoping for getting matched with a good team and winning. What you want to do is perform the best that you personally can when given this certain situation. What that means is that in ranked, you're providing yourself an environment where you can put your skills to the test. Since ranked is generally more serious than normal games, it is fair to say that people generally try to play their best there. By utilizing that given environment, you are now able to try to give your all, try your best to perform well. In other words, don't feel bad about feeding or getting outplayed. However, you do want to notice your mistakes and immediately tell yourself how to improve and not make the same mistakes again if given the exact same situation. Now, this sounds really unrelated to the whole toxic team topic, but actually your attitude and mentality play a major role. When you're getting tilted by a toxic player, that's because you had to care about them and their performance while you can just not care about them and focus on your own mistakes and your own gameplay. Not only can you prevent yourself from getting tilted by these constant flaming and annoyance, you also improve and learn more about the game. So if you're already stuck with this guy crying for ganks 24/7 and flaming on the other lanes, not calling them IA or whatever, what can you do, you ask? What can you do, you ask? I'm sorry to break it to you, but the answer is nothing. There's quite literally nothing you can do to completely solve the problem. You can keep trying to tell them to play it out, or tell them some comforting words to keep them playing the game and not go AFK, but it is nearly impossible to untilt someone via just words. If they're tilted, they're tilted. You gotta work on the game with your team with that burden, and just hope that you don't get infected by that negativity. The best option I suggest when in such a situation is straight up muting that person. In League's chat system, the only benefit it gives that relates to that match are callouts, suggestions, or other tactical information that might help the team. But when a player is tilted, they're using the chat to do nothing but rant and express their negativity, which does no benefit to you as an individual player at all. there is no reason for you to care because 1. Having someone to telling you that you suck and you should just go suicide simply does not help you get better at League of Legends, and 2. Knowing how much they hate you and your team does not help your team winning the game either. In other words, negativity expressed in chat from tilting players on your team is completely worthless, and it gives you no benefit reading them while playing. Them telling you how you've never landed a skill shot in the game doesn't make you land better skill shots afterwards. It quite literally does the opposite effect. So my best choice is to just mute them. So say if you're already in this mega losing streak, right? Getting matched with AFKs, feeders, and trolls every single game, what should you do? Considering your given situation being so darn sad, I would just straight up take a break from the game or even rank. Or just rank. Now, I know many people giving y'all the same tip to just get up and stop playing League for a day or two. However, my reason is a little bit different and more in-depth. But this is just my insight on it, so you may not agree, but I think it generally, this concept applies to everyone. But this may get really deep, so bear with me. So, League of Legends is a video game that you find fun in when you do well, when you improve and see yourself progressing, winning more and mastering the champion you love. When you're not having fun or playing or enjoying playing the game, it has already become something it isn't. And since it deviated from what it should have been, there's really no point of keep playing it. Because ultimately, if in the end you are not getting the joy you tried after committing effort into the game, move on. It isn't all about League of Legends. There are always more options and more paths out there. Or maybe League of Legends is the path for you. Hey, maybe in certain cases in a few years you might end up becoming an esport player in the LCS scene. Who knows? But it's all about if you're going to hold on to what you have and endure what you want and keep going on with it. If you aim for improvements in League, you overcome all challenges. Who cares if there's another AFK on your team that's losing you the game? Who cares if you're doing bad in the game and getting flamed? You're moving closer every single game you play, as long as you're aiming for something. Anyways, that'll be it for today. Leave a like if you enjoyed that video, dislike it if you didn't find this video entertaining. Be sure to leave a comment or whatever you think about this topic. Feedback encourages me a lot and may even inspire me on future videos. Stay salty summoners, and I'll see you on the Rift.